Bumming with Bob. Let's have a few brews. We'll have some fun with the bum wine crew. So kick your feet up and grab you a beer. 'Cause damn, man, I'm glad that you're here.
Alright, this is Bumwine Bob welcoming you to an all-new edition of Bumming with Bobcat. It is Super Bowl weekend. If you're listening to this before the game, after the game, during the game, regardless, hopefully you're having a good time, having some fun, cracking open a few cold ones in the process. And we are not going to take up too much of your time this week with a special quick shot, drink-along edition of the podcast. And we have a drink on tap here that's kind of I guess you could kind of add this in as a three-parter with our buddies over at the Grocery Gamblers. If you listen to the first show we did on the Grocery Gamblers feed, where we did the blueberry drinks, then the follow-up on Bumming with Bobcat, where we cracked open some wild card beverages for show and tell. One of the drinks that the Grocery Gamblers brought up that they tried on their podcast a few months back was the Smirnoff Ice, the Spicy Tamarind. And when you think Smirnoff Ice, you do not think spicy. You do not think of a Mexican, You do not think of Mexico's favorite tangy, sweet, and spicy flavor. When it comes to Smirnoff Ice, you think of the usual strawberry, blueberry. There's all the basic flavors that Smirnoff Ice has become accustomed to over the years since its introduction in the late 90s. And when they announced they were coming out with this, I didn't hear about it. Pete had picked it up, tried it out on the Grocery Gamblers, and and they said, you know what? In the world of Smirnoff Ice, it's really not that bad of a drink to try out. So I did my searching, I did my due diligence, and earlier this week I finally came across a can of the Smirnoff Ice Spicy Tamarind, and we are going to crack it open this week for a special edition of the podcast to just kind of see how this fares, because I've never been a big fan of anything the spicy. We did the Modelo one a few years back with Aaron and Uncle from Uncle the Podcast. I've never been a big spicy drink fan, but I'm going to crack this one open and give it a shot this week and see how this goes. So let's not waste any more time and see how this one fares. Can crack open this bad boy. Okay, it doesn't have a strong smell. Kind of has like a cherry smell to it. So let's see. If you have one at home, crack it open and let's see what we got here. So cheers. That is not bad at all. That is actually pretty good. Ooh, does have a little bit of it does have a little spicy kick to the end of it. Now, I'm not one to drink or eat or drink a lot of spicy foods, so I might be a little bit of a lightweight when it comes to the spicy world. The aftertaste does give a little kick to it, but overall, not a bad choice, not a bad beverage to give a shot here. It kind of fits what the can says. A favorite tangy, sweet, and spicy flavor. So it is kind of a mixture of the bunch. And I think this was pretty new that they first came out with it in a vodka flavor. Because I was looking here on Google, what does spicy tamarind taste like? A exciting taste of tangy tamarind, Mexican chilies, and a hint of lemon. So, not bad. What can I mix? And that is Smirnoff Ice a girl drink? Their ice beverages seem to be marketed towards females. Well, yes. I think at this point in our lives, we all know that to be true. But while a lot of Smirnoff Ices are misses, this is probably one of the best offerings that I've had of Smirnoff Ice. And I was a little skeptical going into it, but after hearing Pete talk about it, he was like, dude, you got to give it a try. It was surprisingly good. I have to back up Pete's thoughts on the drink here. This one is pretty good. It's still a flavor that I don't know I would go out of my way to really drink. Now, I guess if you were enjoying some fine Mexican foods, this might be a nice beverage to drink with it, because it is coming in at 4.5% ABV, so it's a little bit on the lighter side. This is, when I got here today, was the 23.5 Fluid House can premium malt beverage with natural and artificial flavors and caramel color, brewed and canned by the Smirnoff Company, Plainfield, Illinois. And also, you're looking at about 188 calories per 12-ounce serving, so that's not bad at all. Certainly not like some other malt beverages that you look at that and it's like 250 per serving, and usually in a tall boy they'll say it's 2 servings, so it's not a bad one here. But I mean, it's something to get you going. If you're having dinner, having some friends over, want something a little something different to spice up your evening, then this might be the beverage to give a shot. It's not high on the list, but it's certainly not offensive. I'll give it that much. Because, like I said, we were saying before, if you think of Smirnoff Ice, you're thinking that it's going to be downhill pretty fast. But I do have to say it is very drinkable, sippable. The flavor is the right mix of everything there. So if you're looking for something to enjoy, give it a shot. You know, why not? Pick one up. I think they also have it in 6-packs as well if you want a regular 12-ounce bottle. And if you want to also get fancy and try out the vodka too, I don't know how that fares compared to the malt beverage. They could be quite a combination if you even if you tried to mix the two of them together. But yeah, that's the Smirnoff Ice Spicy Tamarind. I figured it'd be a little special treat to get people going if they're listening to this for Super Bowl Sunday. So it's the Smirnoff Ice Spicy Tamarind Super Bowl on the podcast. I figured I'll switch things up this week, do a little solo action, cracking open a featured beverage of the week from bumwinebob.com, and we'll be back next week with our regularly scheduled programming. We have Cameron from the Florida Men on Florida Man podcast will be joining the show, and also have a few more guests lined up. The schedule is wide open. If you want to be on the show and crack open a few cold ones, hit me up. I'm still looking for someone to come on the show and join me to crack open the Four Loko pre-games. I got all 4 flavors. They're sitting here. Four Loko February is winding down quick. I've already hit the middle of the month pretty much. And next thing you know, it'll be March, and we'll be ready to start the 2022 bumwinebob.com Battle of the Booze tournament to see who will be this year's champion. But yeah, definitely hit me up. If you want to be on the show, if you know somebody who would be a great fit for the show, if you want to be a part of the website at bumwinebob.com, we're always looking for people to do some posts, get some more content out there. Dennis is out there. He's doing more. He tried Pizza Hut again for the first time in years and reviewed that. Taco Bell, UFC, wrestling, you name it. And always all your favorite bottom shelf beverages are there for your enjoyment at bumwinebob.com. But I figured a little Super Bowl pregame action here tonight, cracking open this bad boy. So tell your friends. Hopefully if you either enjoyed the game or will be enjoying the game, well, this year, at least it's not the Patriots. It's not Tom Brady. Brady's out. He's retired. Sayonara. and I don't care. I don't care who wins. I would hopefully like to win some money. That would be a good thing. But hey, a fun game, a good time, and maybe crack open another Smirnoff Ice Spicy Tamarind to enjoy the big game. But hey, that'll do it for me this week. Be sure to check out the website at bumwinebob.com. Check out the merch store on TeePublic at store.bumwinebob.com. Drizzly.bumwinebob.com for all your beverage delivery needs. And if you want to be a part of the show, part of the blog, the podcast, hit me up at bumwinebob. And until next time, cheers.
I need a beer.